Rus Chao, welcome to
Hey guys,
Face.
can you guys
Nice to
hear
meet
me?
you. Nice to meet you, buddy.
Hey, nice to meet you. Thanks for having me on. I want to just keep hearing you guys talk. This is great analysis. Thanks so much.
Oh well, thank you very much. A lot of years between the people here at
Yeah.
ForexAnalytix. You look like a pretty young guy. I'll trade with you.
That picture's from 40 years ago.
Oh yeah, okay. So, Russ, were you going to be sharing your screen to show anything today, or we just going to be talking?
I wasn't planning on it. Do I need to? Would you like for
No.
me to?
Well, if you want to, picture speaks a thousand words. I don't know what's on your radar, and any markets that you want to talk about, that would be okay. Or I could just flip around my charts, but it'd be nice to see your setup.
Yeah, sure.
You've been in Zoom before. It's the share screens at the bottom.
Yeah, let's see. Share.
So, what I'm interested in, yeah, we could see it there, Russ. What I'm
Okay.
interested in is a little bit about your journey and, what
Yeah.
you were doing before
Uh-huh.
you got involved in trading and the business, what led you to it, and tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I actually started trading stocks when I was at about 14 years old. My dad got me into it.
Okay.
And that's where I got my start. I started a drip uh, buying in Aflac, and that actually paid
Ah,
for my college.
huh,
So I realized the power of stocks, and um, I didn't know anything about technical analysis at the time,
right.
um, but I knew, that if you buy something and hold something long enough, and it's a good company, eventually it'll go up. At 14, and then I tried to become a stockbroker. I realized I hated selling, so instead I ended up going into writing. I went into advertising for 20 years and wrote television commercials. But on the
Oh,
on the
wow.
side, I was trading,
Yeah.
to
It's like
make
Hotel California, isn't it?
pretty much. So yeah, I was moonlighting as a trader, and eventually started making more money than in advertising with much less stress, much less
Any
meetings.
commercial that we might recognize that you created or helped create?
Uh, well, I guess the most widely seen commercial was for Audi. It was a Super Bowl commercial about,
Oh,
oh geez,
wow.
maybe 8 years ago, where
Yeah,
it was a ex astronaut who was reawakened by the power of the Audi.
wow.
Um,
I
so
gotta
yeah, it
have
was
one.
it was to the David
I
Bowie
want to be an
song
astronaut
Starman.
on Earth too. Anyway, so all right, so that's a great story. I mean, intro from your dad at a young age that
Yeah,
opened this world to you. So
yeah.
you said you didn't know technical stuff. So any mentors or anyone or books that influenced you? I see you use candlesticks and you're using fibs.
Yeah, so
Anyone along the road that kind of opened your eyes to things?
well, I started getting to Elliott Wave pretty
Okay,
heavy.
yeah.
And
With what?
my
Proctor's book?
partner are not too sure,
Oh,
was a big
okay.
was a
Yeah,
big
sure.
influence.
No wonder he said he was looking forward to hearing you.
Yeah, he said he's
Thought he was
yeah
a fan. Oh, okay. Oh, he's a
yeah he
shill. All right, Arnold's a
yeah,
shill.
no,
Okay.
he's a business partner, so
Okay.
he's paid to like me.
Okay.
Um, yeah, so he was a big influence.
All right.
And just yeah, I've read a lot of books. Just technical analysis, moving averages, fibs,
Yeah.
and at first you get into it, you're like, this is all BS. It's just, people trying to make sense of nothing. And then you start to get into it and you say, wow, this actually works. Human behavior is actually predictable. And you can make money. So, you know, when I had that realization, how predictable, or, you know, at least you can put into probabilities human behavior, I realized I can make money.
Okay.
Consistently.
Okay. All right. So how many years would you say it took you to make that breakthrough, to make money consistently? And don't count your days, you know, being young and just your drip. I mean, really, when you know, your years when you decided I'm going to trade for a living.
2007 was the year, so it's been 15 years.
Okay. All right. And it does. So there, you know, that goes along with what I say, is that you can't learn experience. You know, it only comes with the passing of time and living through stuff. So, you know,
losing money is the best teacher. Your own money is the.
Yeah, I'm just starting to get the hang of it. So anyway,
well, that's the beauty of trading, is there's always new things to learn, and there's always new methods, new techniques, and you know, just following, you know, all the traders that you have on your show, that I see come on your show. I mean, those are traders that I follow. Just the wealth of information that people are willing to post for free, and it's just the trading community on Twitter is phenomenal, and the amount that I learn each and every day from them is, you know, it helps me become a better trader. So you know, that every day is a process for me. Every day is a process, and I try to get better each and every day and learn something new.
Okay, so let's break down this S&P failing after a real nice rally that you know, everyone was bearish down there in late June. And now we're coming off here. I guess the big question is this pullback just a consolidation and correction of the recent rally, or is it a continuation of the bear market and we're going to make new lows?
Well, I got a level here around 408.
Yeah.
55, which is the 382 fib from the July low. I want to see if that holds. If it does hold, we can ping pong around here and then finally break above this blue downtrend line that I have going since up here in January.
Are you in Arnaud's camp? And I don't know. I mean, Arnaud, actually, as long as you brought it up, he was bullish in mid-June when I had him on.
He has us. Yeah, he's bullish. Continues to be bullish. As long as
3,800 holds.
As long as 3,800 holds. Now, shorter term, this 408, I believe, needs to hold in the SPY. Below that, I think we come on down here, probably test this 394 level around this 50 SMA, and then we see what happens. As long as this 380 level holds longer term, I think we can head to new all-time highs before making new lows. But it definitely gets dicey when you break below this 50 SMA.
Okay, I'm getting a question from an attendee. Tulin wants to know, what did you find the most helpful way to learn at the beginning?
I think learning and then going and trying it. Okay. I think the best way to make something stick in your head is to put your own money against the idea, and you just use a very little amount, and you try to find
micro lots or
very small amounts, and you see your percentage, and you test and experiment, and you find what works best for you, because everyone has a different personality, everyone has a different amount of time that they can put into this. So you have to find, what method what technique works best for you with your personality and with the amount of time that you have to put towards trading.
I'd suggest to him that he also journal, so that
Journaling. Oh yes.
Yeah.
Gosh,
Did you do that at the
journaling.
beginning?
I absolutely did.
Do you
Yes.
still do it?
It's
No,
I do.
you
I
said,
do.
Go ahead.
I make notes. I
All
make
right.
notes, but it's not near as extensive because
Yeah.
I've found what consistently
Yeah.
makes me money.
Yeah.
So,
And
but
it's kind
I
of
do it less.
ingrained. It's your paradigm now. It's not something that you do something long enough, it becomes a habit. So
Yes, but
yeah.
I still like fine tuning. I still
Yeah.
like picking up other people's I just recently took a course from Mark Minervini and learned
Oh.
a ton. So I'm always trying to pick up new techniques, and you know, and every market is different. And
What you
some
learn from him?
I think just patience and you know, waiting till the setup is perfect before trading it, and what that setup is. You know,
Okay.
the volatility contraction, and then when to trade it. It you know, it works best in a raging bull market. Hasn't worked too well in this market, but when a raging bull market starts again, I'm going to use that technique. So I like to have as many arrows in my quiver as possible.
I like that metaphor.
Yeah.
Any other markets that you're drilled down on, or that you pay attention to,
So
or are the SPYs your main course?
So I do have a fund that trades the SPY exclusively.
Okay.
We got short right at the at this touch of this blue line just because of the risk reward, and we just took off half that short yesterday. So you know, I want to see if this 408 holds. If it does, we're going to flip long.
Okay.
And then see if we
Are
can
you a
attack this blue
CTA
line.
or a pool
No.
operator?
Okay. I'm not a CTA, but I do operate a fund.
Okay.
Several. I operate 3 funds. One that trades the S&P, one that trades Bitcoin.
Okay.
Let me see.
So let's go to Bitcoin.
Yeah, let me see if I can get that ticker BTC. USD.
So you can do it in an unregulated manner. Have a fund.
I can, yes. In the state of California, you don't have to have the CTAs or the certain designations. So,
and don't they? Is it limited to how many? Because I know, I mean, I've is it limited to how many investors and the amount of money you could control?
Correct. Once you get over, I believe it's 100 million or 100 investors, you have to start getting your licenses. But as of yet, I'm not near there. So I'm
okay.
I'm
All right. Well, we're going to try and help you. And how's it structured? Like 2 and 20 or what? Is there an incentive fee?
Oh yeah, there is an incentive fee. It's 4% if you're an unqualified investor, and then it's performance based if you're a qualified investor.
I see. Okay, and that's what, like $500,000 outside of your house? Nowadays, it changes all the time.
It is. I think it's 1.2 now. 1.2 million outside of your house.
Oh yeah! Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's bumped up quite a bit.
Well, thanks for giving me an idea of something I could do here in California. I'm here too.
Yeah, it's so easy. It's scary.
Okay. Yeah. Interesting. Okay, so Bitcoin, it's been kind of looks like a bearish formation. New lows look kind of probable to me. What are you thinking here?
Well, we're right. Let me clear some of this up.
You think we're going to hold here and put in a higher low?
So interestingly enough, I am accumulating long as we speak.
Okay.
In our Bitcoin account, because we've come back down to this trend line right here, and we're right at the 0.50 retrace. from this low that was put in June. So if we can hold this 20,000 support, I'm going to accumulate between here and 20,000 slowly, and then see if I can catch a low before a wave 3 or a wave C. I believe that me and Arnaud believe either this is a wave 2 or a wave B before at least one more wave higher. And we'll be invalidated if we start to break this 20,000.
Do you use hard stops in crypto?
And
once you say that means no to me.
we give it a second just to see if it's a false breakdown.
Okay.
And then and then we get out. But how we accumulate, normally if we break below our stop, we're usually only, we might be 25% accumulation at that point. These cryptos move so fast that when they break down, they really break down hard. So we're able to get out pretty quick. So and our fund is far outperforming Bitcoin just because of how we buy and how we sell.
Why do you follow ARK, and why does everyone follow ARK? I mean, is it because it's so fun to watch Kathy Wood suffer?
Yeah.
Is that really the reason people do it?
Well, I follow it. I use ARK. I use ARK to hedge.
Okay.
It's been a great short vehicle for me.
Yeah.
So I always have it on my screens to see, what what growth is doing, unprofitable growth, and it's great to short on spikes. So I always have it on my screen.
Okay. Why don't you tell us about your business model and what you do? I know your Twitter handle's at NPP Trades, which is what there's initials for what? North Post Partners?
North Post Partners. Yes, North Post Partners. It's a company that I started with.
You could show your website if you'd like, Russ.
Oh, absolutely. It's a company I've started with Arnaud 2014.
So it's the same company that Arnaud has from Intelligence LLC. So
that is his own company that he started.
Oh, okay.
Even before mine.
Okay.
So it's only one direction we like up. Nice little animation.
I like that. Was that in Texas? That was Tesla.
Exactly.
Nice. So you have a fund, and what is the minimum that people?
So the minimum is $25,000.
Okay.
So I have two funds. One follows the S&P 500. The other follows crypto. So we trade Bitcoin and Ethereum.
All right.
Exclusively. So
I wanted to ask you something because just something I'm seeing technically with Ethereum outperforming Bitcoin.
Yeah.
And I was thinking if Bitcoin, made new lows, I know some people are talking about if you don't get this rally you're looking for and we take out 20, I've seen numbers like at 14, which would be like a new low by what, $3,000, prior low 17 or something like that. And Ethereum does not make a new low because it's technically stronger. Or do you ever just trade the spread, long Ethereum, short Bitcoin, or vice versa, when you see them diverging as far as relative strength or relative weakness?
We stick to mostly longs in crypto.
Okay.
And I looked at them on an individual basis. We don't pair trade.
Okay.
We just follow their own counts and trade them accordingly, just how they're doing individually.
Yeah, this one as well, but it's good or bad from here. It's either Wile E. Coyote or a great buy.
it's
Okay.
it's in a great risk reward spot, I believe, and it's why we're accumulating this long as well. You break below this 50 SMA, that's a first warning shot that, hey, maybe this is not a good long right now. And then below this 14, 54, 13, 18 level, get the hell out if you're long, because we could be heading all the way down to 600, 500, 400 even before we find a low. But
Okay.
I do think that we could be in store here for at least at least a C wave, and then maybe a 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
If you know Elliott wave, C wave
Yeah.
would put us maybe back here to 200 SMA. And
Yeah.
if we get 5 up, we're talking this 3,000 level.
Okay. And do you believe in the correlation of it kind of broke down over the last several months? NASDAQ was performing,
Yeah.
and Bitcoin really didn't. Any reason for the breakdown of that correlation?
I have no idea. I have no idea of the reason.
Okay.
I'm just following the price. I try to avoid reasons.
Correlations.
I try to avoid correlations and just follow price. It just keeps things simpler for me.
Okay. All right. And best idea for, summer's ending and we're heading into fall. Best idea for the fall of 2022.
Well, I mean, go back to SPY. I think if this 408 level holds and we break above this blue line right here, let's say we get back above 434. I think we have a run to new all-time highs.
Okay.
Plus some. I think we go 5,000. I think there's so many there are so many bears that will continue to short this rally.
Yeah.
And I don't think they'll cover until 4,600.
Yeah.
So well, we got to get above this blue line, retest it, and then keep going higher. If we fail, then we're right back in the soup we're in. So I think that's just something to watch. This 435 level, we get above that, and hold, for several weeks. I would get long and look for new all-time highs, because I think it could come fast with the amount of short
that
fuel.
78.6 level up there.
What's that?
I think I like your 78.6 level up there.
Yeah,
all right.
As a target, yeah.
Well, I appreciate you giving your time and and sharing your journey and what you've gone through. Root for you, and I don't know, and hope that you guys have a great fall trading season.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Best way for people to reach you and talk to you, Russ. Maybe they'd have an interest in your fund.
Absolutely. You can DM me at my Twitter handle at NPP Trades, or go to northpostpartners.com and you can check out our site, read about our fund, and download our PPM for both of our funds right from the site.
Okay. Where are you in California, Russ?
I am in Novato, just north of San Francisco.
Huh. Okay.
And where are you? You in LA?
San Diego area.
Oh,
Riverside.
We're actually looking to move there soon. I love it there. What
you mean? After the housing crash? I lived in Carlsbad for many years.
Oh, did you? Okay, yeah. After the housing crash would be nice.
Okay. Yeah. You think there's going to be one?
I mean, I don't know if there's going to be a crash, but hopefully a nice 10%er. That.
Okay.
I don't know, but San Diego, I mean, is that ever going to come down? I don't know. It's so desirable. I just don't know if it's ever going to come down that much.
Yeah, it really didn't that much in 08.
Yeah.
I mean, it depends how far out you went, but yeah, you're right. It really never cratered. Yeah. So anyway, well, when you get down here, ping me.
Will do. Hey, thanks for having me. And yeah, this is the first time that I've watched the show. It's great, and I'll be watching it more. So thank you.
All right. You know what else you became after this 30-minute conversation?
What's that?
My trading warrior brother, Rus Chao.
I'm honored. Thank you.
Oh, come on. You can't say honored and laugh at the same time.
I
It's
am
an
honored,
oxymoron.
sir.
Anyway, you survived it. And I
Thank you very
appreciate
much.
your, being here and talking with us. And I learned, that it's easy to open a fund in California. California, it's really not easy to open anything. I'm
Yeah.
kind of surprised because I call California the state where you need a license to get a
Yeah.
license.
Well, they want you to open
Right?
things so they can tax the hell out of you. So,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Yeah, that's probably it. Yeah,
Yeah.
11% state tax. I love it every year.
Oh, yeah. It's fantastic.
Don't you?
It's the
Oh,
best.
you don't. All right, buddy. So Rus Chao, everybody, know how to reach him at MPP Trades. And Russ, good luck with Paul this Friday, and was really great meeting you.
Thanks, buddy. Take it easy, man.
All right, so that's a wrap, everyone. You could join the team in 17 minutes on the Morning Edge, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. And don't just count your pips, count your blessings. Adios.
Hey traders, this is Blake Morrow with ForexAnalytix. Thanks for stopping by our YouTube channel. Don't forget to like these videos, share them, and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of the content that we provide here for free. Thanks for stopping by. I'll see you in the next video.